Everybody ready? Yeah. Hit it.
They out here today, man. And girl, they as out here
and
today.
in the jogging pants too, girl.
Ooh. Hey, what's that in your pants? What's that in your pants? Are you just happy to see me?
Or is that a shotgun?
These young boys, they don't know what they're missing. I got that cootie cap for you, eh? I got that cootie cap for you. Don't purr growl. It growl.
This shit been knighted, boy. You know what I'm saying? The King of England touched this.
Hey, I'll suck you like a word is original.
While listening to WAP remix, yes we will.
Blow you like a pinwheel.
While you're sucking on motherfucking the glitter of life.
Oh man.
You know what that is.
Pick this titty up. Pick this titty up.
Go ahead and get it then, young man. I like the ass on
you like cellulite? Oh, you like stretch marks? Your baby mama got it though. Okay.
He look like Joe Camel. Getting no red rap money.
Ooh. Hey. We can do it anywhere except under a fan, baby. We can do it anywhere except under the fan.
Baby, you dry up still.
Oh yeah, I still dry. That little dab to do it though. Little spit. I'm right back at it.
Water base, ain't that a beach? Okay.
This I said this is cootie cat. It got cootie meat. You know? It got old. Cootie meat old.
Baby, you ever want to turtle fuck your auntie?
Woo.
Give me a call.
Woo. Come here, baby.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey.
I'll fix your carburetor too.
What's your helicopter like? Yeah. Are you tired of the same old workout routines? Well, join the Presidential Fitness family. I have small classes, motivated people, and positive vibes. Inbox me now to try a free class. I've been talking about all the stuff you wanted to hear for years. Now I'm going to talk about what you don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that good shit. take care of their kids. Learn their lesson from their first bid. Who getting money? Who ain't no motherfucking dummy? Who ain't gon' let these white folks leave them bumming? They like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That's fuckboy shit. That's fuckboy shit. All my niggas getting money. Who you with? All my niggas with them choppers try to hit. It's been a long time since a nigga been locked up, and I ain't going back. I put that on my dick and nuts. Don't get it twisted. I'm always gonna be ratchet. I always got my whistle. I'm never out.
Morn'n Ninjas. Morn'n Ninjas. Morn'n Ninjas.
Morn'n Ninjas. I'm your host, Prez, and welcome to Morn'n Ninjas, where we give you that cushion coffee and spill a little bit of the tea. My host, Cornbread 217, isn't here today, but I will always be here to hold it down. So let's go ahead and just jump it off with the weather. Excuse my voice. I'm losing it, okay? But I'm still here. So today in Springfield, the high of today will be 92. It's gonna be a hot one, okay? So make sure you're putting all your SPF 50s on and your all your sun blockers, and it's gonna be hot. All right. Bitch is gonna be sweating today. A lot of underboob sweat today. All right. With the weekly forecast, Wednesday a high of 90, Thursday a high of 77, Friday a high of 78, Saturday a high of 78, Sunday a high of 80, Monday a high of 80, and next Tuesday will be a high of 84. I don't know how they know what the weather is a week in advance, you know what I mean? But again, the weather is just prediction. You can't predict the weather, all right? These are educated guesses. So, even though it's 86 right now, it feels like 92, okay? The UV index is at a 6. I don't know what that means, all right? The wind is not much because it's so friggin' hot. It wouldn't feel like 92 if it was more wind out, but it's only a 5 mile per hour wind gust going out there. No, wind is 5 miles per hour. A gust today is 9 miles per hour. I don't know what the difference is. All right, might have to see what that actually is. Humidity is at a sucky 70. All right, and the visibility is great. So if you want to go on bike rides and stuff like that, you shouldn't have any problems because it's not foggy out. All right, so that's it for today's weather. Now we are here with Morn'n Ninjas Sports. Don't clap on that. That's a react. Okay. Morn'n Ninjas Sports. That's what we got here. So let me go ahead and get the tab up. My bad, y'all. Excuse my voice, man. I'm real raspy. I apologize. So, but I'm still here. We got stories. Now with the sports, we have a story here. Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders has been dealing with bladder cancer that reached a point where he's making sure his affairs are in order. As of Monday, however, during a press conference, the Colorado head coach has, in his medical team, revealed that that he is cured and is in remission after undergoing bladder removal surgery. Nigga don't got no bladder. Morn'n Ninja. Got Holly in the house. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad Deion Sanders is okay. He is one of the greats. But Sanders, 57, and his doctors, Janet Karugan and Colorado athletic trainer Lauren Asvosky, took questions from the reporters as his current condition and with experience. Okay, it would have only lady doctors. We're talking about prime time. Okay, Sanders revealed that he lost 25 pounds and can't pee like he used to pee, but is grateful and is preparing to start the third season as the coach of Colorado. On Sunday night, Sanders posted a video that was dated May 9th of this year at 6:18 in the morning, where he revealed that he prepared for his last will and testament. Sanders, who became a Colorado Buffaloes head coach for 2 years, first told the public about his diagnosis on a podcast with Aston Samuels back in spring. I don't know who that person is. While he never got into specific details about his ailment, he was forced to miss one of the CU football camps in June. During a recent appearance on the Big 12 Media Day, he told fans that everything is okay. As recent as Friday, the former Dallas Cowboys superstar took to X, writing back and feeling great. All right, so shout outs to Deion Sanders. He also had leg surgery due to blood clots, which resulted into amputation of 2 toes on his left foot. This nigga ain't got no bladder and no toes. You know what I mean? So I'm making fun of him, but if he was, I can do that. My bad. I'm sorry. Great, Deion Sanders. Must be the money. Okay. Y'all remember that song? Must be the money. Okay, man, I need my voice back. Y'all know I'm a retired R&B singer. Ex R&B singer, retired rapper. All right. All right. So, got more stories for you. We still are on the Morn'n Ninjas Sports. All right. Marcus Morris, that's the next guy we're here talking about. Let me click over. Boom. This guy. An NBA All-Star was arrested on Sunday in Broadway County on fraud charges. Morris, who had recently played for the Cleveland Cavaliers, was arrested on an out-of-state warrant of fraud charges of writing checks with insufficient funds. Which could be anybody. All right. Morn'n Ninja. Thank you, Veil Titans. I appreciate you tuning in. This is my first time seeing you here, but thanks for tuning in. We go live every Tuesday, but we're here Monday through Thursday. Okay, so look for the notification. Go ahead and hit that bell to let you know when we drop. All right, so just talking about some sports right here. Marcus Morris, he was arrested on fraud charges. According to the Broadway County Sheriff's Office, Morris was arrested at an airport on Sunday night. Chief Morris, Marcus' brother, posted on X saying, "The wording is crazy, damn, for the amount of money they'll embarrass you at the airport with your family for." As of Monday morning, Morris is currently being held in Broadway County Jail without bond. Damn, that's what they do with niggas with money, man. They hold you without bond. You can't get out. So, he got in trouble for some fraud We all know that NBA players aren't that smart. They didn't make their millions off of being geniuses. Okay, so shout outs to him. Hope we get out because you just don't know what's in your account and you just be writing crazy checks. Probably trying to write one for, when you're NBA superstar. Yeah, that's kind of your credit right there. Okay, so he obviously making money, and you'll think a person who's in the public eye like that isn't going to scam you. But again, like I said, the NBA's players aren't that smart. Might not know what's in his account. So hope we get that taken care of. Let this man out. Give him a bond. Fraud? I like to watch body cam videos. Thank you, sir. No. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta say that. I'm sorry. Okay. I want you to be a subscriber of my channel. All right. Push share if you don't mind. Okay. So, but you ain't gotta do none of that if you're here. I appreciate it. I appreciate your views. So, I was watching a body cam video the other day, and the guy got 25 years for fraud. He stole about $90,000. All right, and even though that's a large amount of money, I know legit. I know people who have had killed people who had less time than that. Just stealing some money, you get 25 years. 25 years in prison, 20 years of probation, and another 10 of monitored, supervised release. God damn. Okay, that's crazy. It was something like that. Okay, your life is ruined. Sure, you should have been stealing, but you didn't kill nobody. All money is, most money is insured. You know what I mean? So I'm stealing from insurance agencies. That's really what I'm stealing from. If the bank give you my money due to fraud, that's the bank's fault. I get my money back. Insurance companies who get money for nothing get their money back. 25 years is insane. All right. I got another story here for you. We're still on Morn'n Ninjas Sports. We're still on sports. All right. Hold on. Move my thumbnail. I got the sniffles, y'all. I'm fucked up today, but I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. So, if you know Prez, he loves some track and field. All right. Hold on. He said I'll take forever to roll up. I rolled up too. Okay, bam, right in front of you right now. All right, thank you, sir. All right. And I'm talking. Okay. I'll take it. I'm taking my time. All right. Taking my time, Bill. Man. It ain't gonna take me no time to smoke it though. Know that. Excuse me. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Okay. So, Prayers love a nice track and field. I love track and field. All right. Sure. I used to do it in high school. And those are where the baddest chicks are. Okay. Basketball bitches. No. Football bitches. I see some hot football chicks, but football ladies still have a offensive and defensive line. All right. So in general, they're not the baddest. All right. And so maybe volleyball is topping track and field, or at least they're really close. All right. So I'm talking about the female, not the guys. Okay, of course. No did. But we're actually talking about the opposite today. The Trump administration is intensifying its efforts to reshape gender transgender policies in the U.S. Department of Education, announcing an investigation into Oregon's policy on transgender athletes. The investigation will determine if following transgender athletes to compete in girls' sports violates Title IX. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate your comments, too. I really do. So, we hear Morn'n Ninjas is every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. I was a little late today. I do this. I was a little late today. I apologize. Okay, but you laughed at me. Okay. The announcement follows accusations against 5 Northern Virginia counties for allegedly violating the Title IX with their transgender bathroom and locker policies. As a father of a NCAA female athlete, I don't want my daughter in the locker room with a transgender woman. All right. Add a little agua to the routine. Don't mind if I do. Appreciate you. Yeah, so as a father of a NCAA athlete, she's very good. She plays softball. I don't see too many transgender females, which is a male, in softball. Volleyball, cool. Yes, volleyball's real cool. Definitely college volleyball. Okay. If the WNBA actually took the volleyball route, as in put some pretty girls in, like we like we like good athletes, okay, but we like the best. We like the best athletes. So if I'm gonna go watch basketball, I'm gonna watch the best people who doing it. All right, and that's typically not women. Sorry, ladies, it's just not. So if I'm gonna go watch, if I'm gonna go watch some ladies play basketball, some people play basketball, probably gonna be guys. I want to see some dunks. You know what I mean? So if y'all not gonna lower the rim, so Brittany Griner can do windmill dunks. You're not going to. I pretty much that's all I would like to see is girls dunking. Now, when girls start dunking, girls are athletes. Women are athletes. Simone Biles, is that her name? I don't know. Simone, the flipping lady. We got Serena Williams that's throwing it back a little bit. But women are pure athletes. And if you give them the right thing to do, they usually do it. So if the rim, I say it should be lowered to about, because some people so a male rim is 10 foot. They say lower it down to 9 foot. No, don't. 9 foot still tall for most ladies. 8 feet is too tall for ladies. I need the Stephen Curry of the ladies to be able to dunk. Bring it down to 7 feet. I know Brittany Griner about 6'9". You know what I mean? Hey, I bet she's gonna be doing some amazing dunks. All right, too, because she still got to jump a little bit. Fucking Shaq was 8 foot. 8 foot. Hold on. No, not 8 foot. Hold on. Was he 8 foot? Hold on. No, Shaq ain't 8 foot. I'm tripping. Is that Yao? Said volleyball is fun to watch. It's fun and fun to watch. Yes. How tall is Shaq? I think he's 8. Is he 8 foot? That feels like it's too tall. I feel like it's 7 foot. Hold on. Because Yao was taller than Shaq. God damn it. Now I gotta see. How tall is Shaq? Bill says, I love watching Brazilian volleyballs for the ladies, yes. Oh, he's 7'1", that's what I'm saying. Okay, so he's 7'1", all right? If you drop that, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. I guess maybe 7 foot. Maybe 7 foot is too short, okay? Because if Brittany Griner, how tall is Brittany Griner? Hold on. No, she ain't. 6'9". Okay, yeah, it gotta be a little higher. It gotta be at least 8 foot, I guess. All right. Simone Biles is a machine. Her upper body strength is incredible. I think Simone Biles could dunk a 7 foot on a 7 foot rim. For real. That's why your men don't watch too often the NBA, WNBA, minimum dunks, ninjas trying to vent vicariously. Well, I mean, that's the whole point. You know what I mean? It's minimal dunks. You know what I mean? Shoot. But if the ladies I wouldn't mind seeing Brittany Griner in some shorter shorts. You know what I mean? That ass ain't shit, but you know what I mean? Shit. We'll take what we get, all right? Or bring out some ladies that are some average ladies. Like I feel like you can teach a lady to be better than another basketball player. It'll be pretty simple. I think most ladies are on the same level of sports a lot of times. You know what I mean? Now there's always those 7 foot, yes ma'am. There's always those 7'11", that's right. There's always those ladies that are going to stand out. Simone Biles, what is her name? Biles, whatever. Too. Even is Brittany Griner cold? I feel like you only know of her because of her problems. You know what I mean? I ain't never heard of Brittany Griner being a beast. You know what I mean? For real. Or what's a new girl? Angel Reese. You know what I mean? So there's definitely gonna be some standouts. So if you put some, go get a couple strippers. All right? Go get you a couple strippers. I'm talking about fresh to stripping, like 22. They ain't been doing cocaine too long. You know what I mean? Give them some lessons on dribbling the ball. You know what I mean? Shoot. If they definitely got some footwork. All right, go get a ballet player. All right, and or a high jumper, and all you do is throw a oops. You know what I mean? Shoot. And put them in some little shorts. Bam! I'm watching. I'm watching for another reason. I'm not watching for the technicality. I'm watching for the technical aspects of it and the ass. Okay, it's all right. Look, ladies, y'all use your sexualities to get a lot of places. All right, and I say there's nothing wrong with using your sexuality to outshine the guys. That's what you're supposed to do. I always say this all the time. Okay, girl from Mercury had handles. Yes, I know who you're talking about. And she was thick also. But if you had some prettier ladies in the WNBA, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have my favorites because they're pretty. Again, ladies, you use your sexuality to get ahead of women. That's fine. I always say I'm never gonna go viral because I can't beat a girl twerking in her room. Okay, I put in a legit 10 to 12 hours live online, live every week. 12 hours live. In the morning, do my morning workout show. We got the Morn'n Ninjas. We got Real Ninjas podcast, and we got Girl Talk with Friends. All right. All together, that adds up to 10 to 12 hours. It depends on how long we go on the podcast stuff. So 10 to 12 hours. ain't went viral yet. I know about 10 girls in my city who did the Megan challenge and got 100,000 views. Like, goddamn, you know what I mean? Shit. I'm actually sexier than them. Okay? I'm actually sexier than them. God damn it. But I don't got ass to shake. All right. So, appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, do all that stuff that there's content creators actually do that you never do. But yeah, shout outs to the transgender athletes. Look, let them be in sports. I feel like I would go watch a transgender basketball game. I would go watch it. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be fucking awesome to see. Why don't they just make a transgender league? You know, you definitely gonna get some of them guys that go in there that aren't actually trans, you know what I mean? But you know what? I don't even think that. You know what I mean? Because you can't pay them. It actually, if you had a trans league, the league would be really for the love of the game. You really want to play basketball so bad and on the national level that you'll play for. You won't be making 50,000 nothing. You know what I mean? You're pretty broke for real. If you in the WTBA, okay, you're in the hold on. Damn, hold on. The NBA, the TBA, the Trans Basketball Association. Okay, yeah, there we go. If you in the TBA, hold on, that's already taken. The RBA, we're gonna go to RBA, the Rainbow Basketball Association. All right, RBA, that's what we're gonna do. So you can't make a lot of money because you're a guy playing basketball. If you, for real talk, you're supposed to be in the NBA. You're supposed to be trying out for that, all right? But you're not, all right? So you can't get paid the same, even though you're on a national level, because you're playing against women also, because there's going to be some trans men in there. So we got trans men and trans women all on the same team. And then since it's all about inclusion, it got to be 10 trans men, 10 trans women on each team. Hold on, that's too many. I don't think it's that many trans people. It ain't even 40 trans people in America now I think of it. And then find them all playing basketball, that's crazy. So it actually got to be a 3-on-3 league to trans. So the RBA has to be a 3-on-3 league. All right. I don't know how I got. Okay, we was talking about trans athletes. Okay, I see where I went with that. Okay, but yeah, let the trans play. Just not with my daughter. Okay, sure. They can go find somewhere else to go play. Go play somewhere else. Young man, sir, smirk. Okay, him, hers, him, zer. Okay, go play with your other zers. All right. Leave the real girls alone, all right? And now, we never talk about trans men in sports because they don't do nothing. They still girls. Like, regardless of how much you look like a man, you know, a duck can't be a lion, all because it transitioned to a lion, okay? So, it's still not a lion, all right? So, all right. That's enough with Morn'n Ninjas Sports. That's enough. All right. Now we're going to go to local news. Of course, I got some stories for you for this local news. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. So, got a story here today. Decatur Public Schools have implemented a new policy for the current school year addressing students and visitors who arrive on campus with offensive, distracting, or noxious odors, including the smell of marijuana. Whoa. Now, when I saw this, I thought they was talking about body odor. No, they talking about smelling like weed. I'm gonna say that just walking in somewhere smelling like straight up weed is crazy. All right. As a grown man, look, I'm smoking weed now. Sort of. Without my co-host here, it's hard for me to smoke, talk, entertain at the same time. So I just got to hear. I'll probably start smoking again in a minute. But I love my weed, and I really take my time to not walk everywhere smelling like weed. So I got body sprays. If I'm about to smoke some weed, I'm not about to. If I'm smoking weed, it's usually in a. I'm not leaving nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Okay, I don't smoke in my car no more. That's where all the weed smells come from. If I smoke in the house, go hop in my car, go somewhere. Usually you don't smell like straight up weed, Usually, definitely if you got some type of body spray or something like that. But so a little tip: when you're smoking weed and you gotta be somewhere, don't take your shirt off. All right. If you got a hat on, take your hat off. All right. Put it outside of the smoking perimeter. When you're done smoking, go put it on. Now the shirt don't smell like weed. You might smell a little bit about weed. You might smell a little bit like weed, but that's with a nice Jergens lotion. You know what I mean? So antibacterial kills the smell. Jergens lotion put a different smell on. All right. Then you throw your body spray on. Bam. All right. All this is can fit in your hand. Jergens lotion, antibacterial, body spray. Put it in your car. All right. Have a spare shirt. If you gotta stop smoking on your lunch breaks, in your car. The confined space is why you're smelling like bud. Okay, is really kind of disrespectful. I'm around a lot of people, so I don't want to. Man, Prez always smell like weed. Now, you know what I mean. And girls and fellas, girls don't like niggas that smell like weed all the time. All right. There's some girls that don't mind. They're usually fucking. They probably got dreads. Probably wear sandals, not Crocs or flip flops, slides. No, they wear sandals with the thong, with the little piece to go in between the toe. Usually don't got their nails done. You know what I mean? That type of lady. Okay, she loves a weed smelling ass dude right there. Okay, but most ladies don't want to be in. Good weed smell like ass. The best was like as a weed connoisseur. I like that smell. What's that? Is that a 2025 sativa? Oh, I like that. Okay, so I like the smell of that, but most ladies don't. All right, just sitting in a car driving somewhere and you smell like Fruity Pebbles, and I ain't talking about the cereal. All right. Students who come to school with such odors will be required to call home for a change of clothes or may be picked up to change before returning to class. Additionally, parents and visitors arriving on any Decatur public school campus with similar odors will be asked to leave the premises. Makes sense, all right? We're at a school. We're supposed to be promoting good choices. You showing up here smelling like weed doesn't meet our standard. All right, so get the fuck off the campus. You're so just like with my daughters, or don't come over to my house smelling like weed because my daughters are here, and I don't want them smelling somebody smelling like weed. All right, I try not to. My daughters know dad smoked weed. I'm gonna say they never seen me smoke weed though. Okay, and they never actually seen me smoke weed, so we never had the talk, the weed talk, because they never seen me smoke weed. But I always told them to remain drug free. I'm not even sure if my daughters understand what weed smells like for real. At one point, probably now they're a little older. But unless they got friends that smoke weed, which I know a lot of their friends, and I don't think they smoke weed, they might be a little dumb to that, and I'm all right with that. Side note, your kids should never know who the real you are, all right? I can't even post on TikTok because when and everybody say, Prez, you'll go viral on TikTok. You know what? You're probably right. But my daughters are on TikTok, all right? And when I'm not even their follower. I don't follow them on no social media. I got them blocked on Facebook because that's where I do all my debauchery, all right? All my jokes that I don't really want my kids. My kids are real sheltered, okay? So we're not friends on no social media, but when I pull up TikTok, there go my daughter looking beautiful doing a makeup tutorial. Or that's my oldest. She like to show you how to put freckles on. She don't really use a lot of makeup, but she like to put on fake freckles. I hate that. I hate that she put on fake freckles because you're so beautiful, baby. You know what I mean? What you need fake freckles for? But okay, if this the new thing, if it's as long as it ain't those black lines in her eye, that shadow eye, I'm all right with it. Long as it ain't the cumbrellas, you know what I mean? I'm all right with it. So she just putting on freckles and lip gloss. Okay, I'll take it, you know what I mean? They don't really use makeup. I never really let them. I always told my daughters how beautiful they are. My youngest, she does hair stuff. She got really curly hair, and she make videos about how she curls her hair, So when I come on TikTok with a how to put a condom on tutorial, my daughters might see it. I don't want them to see dad talking about that. Okay, so I'm not on TikTok. Y'all keep telling me get on there. I can't be on there with my comedy. That's what y'all want me on there for, my comedy. When I put up videos about boxing or how to be a better person, they don't really go viral. But the stuff you want to see, I can't post because my daughters might see it. All right, so back to stanking up in Decatur schools. All right, these updates are reflected in the following policies of the 7-10 student appearance policy in the student handbook. So yeah, if you're in Decatur and Morn'n Ninja, Heather in the house. Just talking about Decatur got a new rule. You can't show up to the school smelling like with noxious odors. So are they talking about smelling like ass too? Because as a boxing coach, I deal with a lot of students and a lot of kids, and these motherfuckers stink. All right, my students stink. All right, and I tell them this all the time. So this ain't nothing new. I'm not talking about nobody behind their back. Bradley, you fucking stink, bro. Here, put this deodorant on. I got deodorant. I got a stick of deodorant. They must share. You come to my class stinking? Yes, there's other armpits that been underneath this. Look, I can get the spray. I don't get the spray. I want y'all to put on some deodorant that everybody else been using too. Okay? I wipe it off. Okay? But they don't know that. I should sprinkle little hairs on it. Also, here, there you go. Wash your ass before you get here. Holly says, why though? Shouldn't they learn that from a parent? It's pretty important to know. Why though? Why what? My bad. I be talking. I don't know what I just said. Okay, this is all random. But no, some parents don't teach you how to wash properly, or maybe kids just don't listen. All right, because I'm pretty sure my mom showed me how to wash my ass. I'm gonna say that. All right. And at one point, I wasn't washing my ass. I'm gonna just say that. She told you, hey, you hit this area, you hit this area. So for the niggas who don't know how to wash their ass, this how you wash it. This how my mom showed me. All right. This back before shower puffs. Okay, we had washcloths. That's what we had. You take it, and we had soap, not body wash. So she put the soap in the towel. Wet the towel, with the soap, and she just doing this. I'm talking about it's real safe. You want it real safe. And what you want to do, fellas, is you cover your head, not your head, all your body with soap. All right. The soap tells you where you touch it at. So, the smells of Walmart shows everyone doesn't bathe or wear deodorant. Big facts. You know what I mean? I know grown men who don't wear deodorant. But like, it's crazy, you know, shoot. But you take the soap it up, start from arm, chest, shoulders, other arm, legs, torso, butt. Before you rinse it off, make sure you hit every spot. And then when you're fully drenched in soap, do it again. All right, so boom, boom, bang. Okay, you still ain't rinsed it off. So you put soap everywhere. Now soap is everywhere. Now you go back over it. Okay, you go over it twice. Rinse it off. Then you take that soapy towel. Don't put no more soap in it. All right, it's still soapy. So it ain't gonna be as white as soap or as strong as soap. But then you do it again. All right. What you do is until there's no more soap in the towel, you wash your ass. All right. Get all the good air. Get in them nook and crannies. All right. Why wouldn't you want your daughters to see that video? Oh, I mean, I don't want my daughters. I already told my daughters about condoms. You know, she don't need to know how to put one on. You know what I mean? But I told them the proper way about condoms. So my mom, but that was just an example. That's not even. That's probably like informational stuff, like how to put on a condom is like 1% of my content. The other of my content is rate these vaginas. Which dick is yours? You know what I mean? So that's why I don't want them to see me on there. You know what I mean? Anything important, I've already talked to my daughters about. Okay, definitely sex-wise, because that's what my mom used to work for Planned Parenthood, and she used to tell me too much information. Okay, so that's why I actually tell my daughters all the sexual information, as in when it pertains to how to, you know what I mean? So how to go over, birth control, stuff like that, you know. So all the important stuff, they don't need to hear me talk about it on TikTok, because I'm here to entertain on TikTok. So it's informational and entertaining, but it's not appropriate for my daughters. I'll tell you that right now, okay? It's not appropriate for my daughters to hear me say it like I'm going to say it to your daughters, okay? Because I don't know your daughters. And I don't know how you really talk to your daughter. Most daughters aren't sheltered and chaste like mine, all right? So that's why I want to keep them in their box. I'll let their husbands bring them out their own box. Until then, I'm keeping my kids in the box. All right, shoot. I want y'all to be stupid to some shit. All right, like one is dad acting stupid online. Okay, if I don't ever get famous doing this, they should never know I did this. Yeah, how about that? Now, when it becomes my job, now I can say, hey, baby, I do this because I do it well and people like it. All right. Obviously, I don't do it well, just good enough to go viral, because I'm not shaking ass. All right, I haven't went viral yet, so ain't no point in them seeing this just yet. All right. But I got more local news. We all know this place, Old Sangamon County Plaza. And as the trial of Sean Grayson approaches, the families of Sonia Massey is advocating for cameras to be allowed in the courtroom. Sante Massey, Sonia Massey's cousin and family spokesperson, expressed the family's desire for transparency during the trial, which is set in October. Over a year and a half later is when they're going to try this man. It's been a crazy little road for this trial. But the Massey family, along with friends and supporters, believe that having cameras presented will ensure justice is served. We want to make sure that justice is served, and when there are not spotlights on, there's a tendency of not receiving justice. So we definitely want cameras in the courtroom. Sante Massey added. Let me think. So she's saying that she thinks that when you don't got cameras seeing, that the law won't do what they're supposed to do. Do I agree with that? Maybe. Okay. Also, everybody want to see what happens. This is pretty big news in Springfield. It might be some of the biggest news ever in Springfield. Let me think. Pretty much. That we did just have the Chatham Strong incident where the lady drove through a daycare in Springfield. Learn how to fucking drive. Why is everybody going into buildings? You know what? I done put my car through a building one time. You know what I mean? My brakes went out. I couldn't stop. Went straight through. I own a gym. Next to my gym, attached to my gym, is a car detailing place. Guess what? I ran my car through the car detailing place. So I get it. You know what I mean? But Springfield don't know how to drive. I guess I'm one of them. God damn it. Keep your cars out of buildings. But do I agree with having cameras inside the courtroom for the Sonia Massey trial? Well, Sean Grayson, Sonia Massey trial. I don't know. Let me keep reading. Maybe so. Activist Teresa Haley echoed these statements, emphasizing the importance of video coverage for accessibility and public awareness. We want America to see how justice in cases like this are truly handled, said Haley. There may be cases where people who should be in the courtroom can't travel that particular day, and if they can watch it live, it's helpful. It's like being there. Okay, all right, okay. They pushing me to want some cameras in there. The push for courtroom cameras marked the family's first public step in advocating for transparency in the trial process. This is our first step in regards to making sure that we're getting cameras in the courtroom, making sure that justice is served, said Massey. Haley added, and people across America and abroad will be watching. Okay. Grayson's defense team has declined to comment on the issue of courtroom cameras. His next scheduled court date is September 12th, where the current and future motions will be addressed. The trial is set to begin on October 20th in Peoria County. All right. I just had something to say about that. Has anybody talked? Hold on. He said, my friend's dad was pinned when the car went through the truck stop. Oh, snap. Okay. Shout out to him. Hope he's getting better. Hope he feels better. He's banged up, but no real injuries. Okay. Has anybody talked to Sean Grayson's family? That would be an interview I like to see. You know what I mean? Does he have family? Or I haven't seen anybody advocating for him other than other police officers. And don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for somebody to advocate for him, okay? Because I seen the video. I'm scared that he's going to get off with, because just when you sign up for a job, you like let's say I work for Disney World, all right, and so as a person who don't work for Disney World, I might not be able to come through the back door, but as a person who works for Disney World, when I'm off, I probably can come through the back door because I work there. You know what I mean? So you get special privileges, and when you're a cop, you are here to protect people. So you might get into a situation where somebody gets shot, somebody gets hurt, okay? And then they have to determine if it was lawful, of course. But then also, you also, like, I was put in this position to do this thing right here. You know what I mean? And then there's other factors into. So who was this training officer? Who gets? Is it actually? Now don't be mad at me. You know what I mean? I'm just playing devil's advocate. Is it actually Sean Grayson's fault if he wasn't properly trained? Okay, or if he wasn't, or he was taught something else. So that's why I'm afraid he might get off, because you can easily say, well, he was put in this position to do this by this person, and this person should be held accountable for it. And he might get a little time, but I don't think so. My prediction on this is that Sean Grayson gets about 5 years. Even though this is a real public case, I think he's about to get 5 years, maybe 10. His mother-in-law did when it first happened, and people online went after her. Of course, okay. His mother-in-law, yeah, she can't talk. She can't talk. I need to hear the mama. I need to hear the daddy. I need to hear the children, okay? If anybody's speaking up for Sean Grayson, I need to hear one of those. But I honestly think he's going to get off with a slap on the wrist. We all hope that he doesn't. You know, I really hope that he doesn't, because I've seen the video. And then when watching the video, like, regardless, he definitely, look, he had so many other things he could have did to not do what he did. Okay, so he go into the crib, and I mean, number one, Sonia Massey called them. Okay, she called for some help. They came over to help her. All right, so just that alone should not get me shot because I called you over here. All right, so they wasn't supposed to go into the house. I didn't see any reason for them to be in the house. You know what I mean? But they followed her in the house, and she telling her story. And I'm just assuming that she was doing things that she was doing before they got here. So it's a pot of hot water on the stove. You was cooking. All right. You might have been washing dishes. So she went back to doing these things and talking to the police at the same time. And then for some reason, I saw her pick up the pot of water. All right. I'm not sure if she threw it. It looked like she threw it, but that's the whole thing. It's all about how you interpreted the video. That's going to be really big, because if she was about to throw some boiling hot water on him, then he might have been justified in doing what he did. But you got 2 weapons. Actually, you got like 4. You got the baton, you got the mace, you got the taser, then you got the gun. All right, and then also another protection you have is you got backup. All right. So Sonya Mass is talking shit, saying she about to throw water on you. You back up slowly, taser pointed. Hey, could you send another officer out here? You know what I mean? Shit, get out the house. You know what I mean? I don't think she could have threw all this hot water too far at you, but just back up some, okay? Hollis says he got stage 3 cancer. He might get off just for that. Wow. I mean, but why would he get off because he got cancer? I'm not understanding that. You know what I mean? Old don't make you get off from exempt from consequences to sickness shit. I got asthma. Don't put me in jail. Okay. Don't put me in jail. I might die in prison. Okay. I got asthma. So yep, the court date is coming, October. September 12th is his next visitation or whatever it's called, and we'll see what's going on. But shout out to the Sonya Massey family. I hope you get put some cameras in there. I would like to react to some stuff, okay? Put some cameras in there just for reaction purposes. Everybody from Joe Rogan to Shay Shay going to be talking about that trial. So go ahead, put some cameras in there. Go ahead. But I got another story. All right, I'm gonna move on from there. That's some sad stuff right there. It's sad that Sonya Massey is gone for such silly reasons. But got another story here for you. Corey Butler, 22, of Champaign, was sentenced to 25 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections for murder of the Denasia Staple. Butler pleaded guilty to the charges of murder and strong probe kills. Butler pleaded guilty to the charge of murder, strong probe kill, I don't know what that is, and injure under Illinois law. I don't know what none of that is, okay? Oh, leniency, just leniency because he's sick, huh? Okay, whatever. I don't think you should get no leniency because you're sick. I don't think you should get leniency because you're old. All right, if you're 70 years old and you commit a crime, lock their ass up. All right, that's a goofy looking white dude. I think I met Buddy before. Yeah, he is pretty weird looking. He was off roids real bad. You know what I mean? Some of his friends said. So that's why they moved him back here, so he can go to the docks. Oh, okay. All right. I hope you get your cancer removed and and now you don't need no leniency, Sean Grayson. All right. But back on Corey Butler, who murdered Denasia Staple, the court proceedings included a victim impact statement, and Butler was credited for 121 days of previously served time. So I'm not sure what 121 days ain't shit when it comes to 25 years. So like I just said, the dude who stole some money from the bank got just as much time as the dude who killed I'm guessing, a girlfriend. Okay, so the incident occurred on July 28, 2024, when Champaign police responded to a shooting on the 2000 block of Cynthia Drive. Among the victims were 18-year-old Doris Rogers. 18-year-old Doris Rogers. Okay, that's the last name. Doris Rogers. It's a hyphen, okay? So, I'm about to say to have Doris as your middle name as a guy is crazy. And 18-year-old Denasia Staple, both who were succumbed to life-threatening gunshot wounds after being transported to the hospital. So, did he get charged with George Doris's murder too? So, two other individuals, a 25-year-old woman and a 50-year-old boy, was also injured but later released after treatment of non-threatening injuries. The investigation revealed that Butler and others opened fire in a parking lot, resulting in injuries and property damage to the vehicles Butler was charged on March 27, 2025 with the multiple counts of murder and one count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. He was already in custody in the Champaign County Correctional Facility at the time of his charge. So he was already locked up. Shit happened in July 2024, and he was charged in March 2025. God damn. Okay, shit. That was a long investigation. But he got sentenced to 25 years. As you can see, like, so why is it, so this guy got charged in March and already sentenced to 25 years. About 4 months later, 4 to 5 months later. Why is Sean Grayson still out here on the street? You know what? I know why Sean Grayson is still not went through his court date. It's because he got a fire ass lawyer, Mark Wyckoff. That's his lawyer, and everybody's supposed to get a fair trial. So a lawyer is there to make sure he get a fair trial, even if he think he's in the wrong or not. But Mark Wyckoff is the best lawyer in Springfield. This isn't an opinion of mine. He got plaques on his wall. He's my lawyer. Okay, got me. Look, I'm supposed to be in prison for driving right now. You know what I mean? For real. I love me some Mark. That's why he ain't locked up yet. Mark gonna stretch this out as long as possible for whatever reason he needs to, and so that's another reason why I'm scared that Sean Grayson might get off for his part in this tragedy, okay? Because he has a fire lord that's going to do everything and anything to get him off, except suck some dick. You know what I mean? So, shout outs to Mark Wyckoff. I still owe you $200. I got you, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and send that today. It just popped up in my head. I still owe him for a traffic charge. That Mark Wyckoff's so cool. If he see your name on the docket, he will stand in for you just because he fucks with you. You know what I mean? Pay me later, Prez. My lawyer called me Prez. Okay, so but I got another story here for you. Sentences were handed down on July 23rd, 2025 for 2 Taylorville residents involved in separate criminal cases. Michael T. Borsley received an 8-year sentence in the Illinois Department of Correction and was fined $18,039 for residential burglary. I got a Springfield mouth. Burglary. Okay. Rebecca Chapley was sentenced to 9 years in IDOC for methamphetamine-related charges. The Taylorville Police Department expresses gratitude to the state attorneys and special prosecutor for their tireless work in these cases. So these motherfuckers are in trouble. I thought they'd have a little bit more on the story because I react to these with you. I have not read none of these stories. I see what's eye-catching, what has the most comments and views. You know what? Hold on. I would like to go back real quick about the Sonia Massey case. Now, it has a lot of comments. All right. Okay. I thought I saw some angry reactions. The courtroom does not need to become necessary. Okay. So back to the Sonia Massey case. I'm gonna read some of the comments that I see here. They wanting cameras in the courtroom. So Cindy Smith says, that would be decided by the judge. The courtroom does not need to become a circus. And then she got a couple replies. Brent Perspinelli, he says, Cindy, how does cameras make it a circus? I've never noticed cameras at a circus. Usually clowns come to mind. So yes, the clowns that murdered Sonia Massey might make it seem like a circus. Brett, very good, very good comeback. You should start a podcast. Then Cindy says, well, Brett Media Circus is 100% up to the judge, period. Brett comes back and says, well, it just depends on if the particular judge gives us the answer we want. Otherwise, we will appeal or possibly even fire the judge if we don't get our way. See where I'm going with that, Cindy? I don't. Because I'm just reading. I'm not thinking. I'm just reading. So, hold on. He's saying it'll turn into a circus if we don't get our way. Oh, maybe. Kendra Bird says, Cindy, you sound like you want good things for him. To say BS out of your lips, please stop. Her family is allowed to ask for cameras. Worry about yourself. Kendra, you're on here worrying about Cindy's comment. All right, so leave Cindy alone. She just saying. She giving her opinion. And also is proven innocent until guilty. So she actually might want good things for him. She might want him to get some help. Maybe he was having a roid rage situation at the time. Who knows? All right. Maybe most officers take mental drugs. I mean, so most officers are in fucking insane. You know what I mean? Not insane. What's the word? So they take depression medicine. Okay, this is a fact. Most officers take depression medicines. There's a lot of them also, just like regular citizens, do drugs and are alcoholics. The domestic violence rate among cop marriages, like, so it's two cops in a marriage, is high. So yeah, innocent till proven guilty. Cindy can say what she want to say. Don't come for her, please. Carl Painter says, Brett, it's up to the judge, but only federal cases exempt from cameras being let into the courtroom. But I think that the family's decision should weigh on its decision. Okay. They just speaking facts, Carl and Brett and Kenitra. All right. Cindy said Kenitra Bird. Cindy says Kenitra. They can ask, but ultimately it's up to the judge. She is true. She just dropping facts. All right. Cindy Smith also says Kenitra, and I support her. No, I support her family. Stop guessing what I stand for, because she just said that you sound like you want good things for Sean Grayson, which even if she did want to, she just speaking facts, you know. I'm playing devil's advocate also. So Amy Lane says, Cindy Smith, well, he's the clown. Because he said it's going to turn into a circus. Cindy Smith says, Amy Lynn, who? Can't name a Illinois politician. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay. So they should do it by Zoom anyway. Camera should be in every courtroom. Absolutely. It shows the truth. Murder is murder, period. It'd be a circus like the OJ trial was. Leave the cameras out. No. If it's going to be like the OJ trial, throw the cameras in there. All right? Because that was the most entertaining thing I didn't understand in my life. Okay? You know exactly where you was when the O.J. Simpson verdict came out. You know exactly where you was. Put in the comment section, where was you at when O.J. Simpson when they said not guilty? And then I want you to put, where was you at when 9/11 happened? Where was you at then? Okay, so got a lot of mixed emotions on having cameras in the courtroom. As you should. It makes sense, you know. But I got another story here for you. All right. A 6-day joint traffic enforcement operation in Sangamon County resulted in 31 arrests and 385 citations, according to the Illinois State Police. The operation, which focused on high crash fatality areas, high crime areas, and organized violent offenders, was conducted in collaboration with Springfield Police Department and Sangamon County Sheriff's Department. During the detail, authorities seized 6 firearms, recovered 1 stolen vehicle, and confiscated 44 pounds of cocaine. God, how you confiscate what? In Springfield? No, this was a sting. This was a snitch covered up as a detail. You know what I mean? So somebody, you don't just run across 44 pounds of cocaine and 1,453 pounds of illegal cannabis. The total of 52 criminal charges were filed, including 26 felony charges. God damn. Amber says, I was in the library with my class watching it on one of those rolling TVs for OJ. 9/11, I was in the study hall in my senior year of high school. Yeah. Say, I don't know. It entertains everyone, but cameras are not meant for the court proceedings. Okay. I was when OJ was convicted. I was at Lincoln School, 6th grade, in class, and it was on one of them rolling TVs. And I'm talking about my teacher. That's when he didn't leave class. My teacher just was watching this all day. We didn't do nothing that day except watch the fucking OJ trial. And then I was at, you was your senior year, it was my junior year, and I was in Mr. Ramback's class when we was told that the school about to get blown up because planes in New York crashed somewhere. Okay. The purpose of a trial is to give evidence and have a jury decide without influence. You can't really do that with being all over the internet and everyone having an opinion. You love to keep jurors locked up and away from everyone and everything to really have a fair trial. You have to keep, you have to keep jurors and locked up away from everyone and everything to really have a fair trial. Why did they call me up to be on the trial? Okay, like I think you get paid. I like to write my book as the juror on the Sean Grayson. Somebody about to capitalize off of that. Believe it or not, one of them jurors about to capitalize. Everybody gonna want to know what went down, and somebody gonna tell it all. The police department, Springfield Police Department, is proud to work with law enforcement partners to make communities a safer place. And they got all this cocaine. Hold on, 40 pounds of cocaine, 44 pounds of cocaine. How much is that worth on the streets? Pounds. Hold on. Because I ain't been in the dope game in a long time, so I don't know what a pound of cocaine go for now. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that stuff that this content creators ask you to do that you never do. Amber, if you wouldn't mind hitting that heart button, do you love me? Or do you just like me? Okay, shit. Jeez. But the video is already out there, so jury are already tainted, per se, if you're going to say that logic. That's true, but they're tainted into whatever they think it is. Okay, so like I said, I seen the video. I definitely think Sean Grayson should get life because he could have did other things than to shoot her and end her life. But it did look like she threw a pot of hot water at him. You know what I mean? Even though you're far enough that the water wouldn't reach it as a man. I mean, look, I'm just saying a pot of hot water weighed at least, that big pot was like 20 pounds. You know what I mean? So it wasn't going to reach over there, you know, shit. All I'm saying is that something else could have done. Amber agrees with me. So I think that she did throw a pot of water, and he might be justified into shooting, into acting. You know what I mean? So I mean, even though I seen it, I'm tainted because, man, shoot. She did throw the pot of water. If you ask me, did he have to shoot her? No, he didn't. You know what I mean? He had a taser. He could did a couple things. Shit, there was enough stuff in that front room. You could have picked up one of them. I guarantee you, if Sean Grayson was really involved in his community, you know what I mean? He would know that one of those couches had a can underneath it. Okay, a can of green beans underneath it as one of the you know, shoot, what it sits on. Okay, so it don't lean. You know what I mean? You always break the things underneath. Always break. You got to put a can underneath it. If he knew if she was going for that pot of water, he could have scooped that motherfucker. Bam, bust her in the head. Get on the ground, type shit. Okay, I'm making jokes, but he could have did a couple things other than shoot. He had a taser. All right. How it says the public info release is not going to be the same as all the evidence they present. That's true. They got to keep some out. That's what you can go check it out later. You can go subpoena and get all the information in the case if you wanted to later. So hold on, I gotta know what 44 pounds of cocaine is worth. The street value of cocaine varies widely based on the location, purity, and market dynamics. In the U.S., as of the data in 2023, the average price for a gram of cocaine, yes, is $100. Okay, 1 gram is $100 to $200. Damn. See, me back in my day when I was doing my thing, okay, you can come get, we call that a teenager, okay? No, it was 1.5 as a teenager. You come get your 1.5 for the 100. I'll give you a gram for the 80. All right, shit. Low end estimates is 1,000 is, hold on. So 44 pounds. So 44 pounds of cocaine could be worth roughly $2 million to $4 million on the street. Okay then. All right. Good job, Springfield Police Department. You had a tip. You had a tip, and y'all not smart enough per se. If you want to reference the Sawyer Massey case, y'all not smart enough to just run across 44 pounds of cocaine. Hell no. Y'all had a tip. She definitely threw the water first, but he shouldn't have been in the situation at all. Yes, he put himself in the position to unnecessarily have that happen. They knew she was scared and having problems already, and they went there to help her as they should have, none of this would have happened. You are correct. All right. They shouldn't have been in the house. They shouldn't even been. It shouldn't have been in a situation where she had to say, like Sean, you hear on bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? She said, "I rebuke thee." Okay, and was about to rebuke you with some hot water, probably. You know what I mean? She already a mental patient. She does something like that. So it's a big tragedy. You know what I mean? That's why you have to have the right people in the right positions. Always say that only people that should be policing communities are people who are from the community. So there should have been somebody who knows Sonia Massey showing up at her house to deal with her. Okay, it should have been somebody who was in the community that who cares about the people on this block dealing with her. You know, not a guy who's not even from Springfield. You know, you're not even part of this community. Definitely, I'm always like, what is that? The Black Panthers type shit. You know what I mean? There should be a group of people. I'm not saying it should be black people though, but it should be a group of people in each community who take care of shit. All right. Police don't even come around here because we'll fuck you up. All right. And we're going to fuck you up if you come around here on bullshit. And we're going to fuck anybody else up who doing bullshit around here. That's my stance on that. You know what I mean? You got a group of men and some ladies who do the receipts and filing. You know what I mean? Who go press up the shirts and stuff like that. The community watch shirts. You know, women can be involved, but we need some strong men in each neighborhood running around, licensed to carry. No, you can't give regular niggas guns because niggas gonna get shot. Taser batons. You know what I mean? Shit, niggas got taser batons and walkie-talkies. We observe, we report, and we might beat the shit out you. All right? And tase the shit out you with this taser baton. All right, I got one more story before I get up out of here. That was all local news. Here goes some other news. I can't let this guy slide without talking about him. No Prez is against domestic violence and sex crimes. All right. So a registered sex offender was arrested after being caught on camera sniffing a woman's rear end at the Walmart in LA County. What the fuck? All right. Sniffing ass. You wanted to sniff butthole, okay? Like, you wanted to sniff butthole. Most buttholes smell the same. So you could have just did that. I'm pretty sure your accent lady, see, this is a lazy sex offender right here, okay? You don't gotta be a sex offender. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. I'm a sexual deviant, and you walk past me, and I just need to know how your ass smells. So, would you mind if I gave you $30, maybe $40? Okay. Would you go ahead, slide this up the crack of your ass and let me smell it? Smell your hand. Is that okay with you? Why not just ask? For real. I don't think that's harassment. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm a sexual deviant. I really like the smell of ass, and I just want to know, how does that ass smell? Okay, you could have did that, sir. Jeez. The Burbank Police Department says officers were first called at the Nordstrom rack on July 22nd for reports of a suspicious man loitering in the women's department. Ain't you loitering? So you here trying to sniff ass without paying? Just pay for it. Go to the motherfucking strip club. I guarantee you these asses stink, okay? Yeah. $20. I mean, so you go over, if you was in Springfield, you go over on the east side, ride around, you can point out an ass you want to see, throw it $20, they'll let you sniff their finger. I'll tell you that right now. When the officers arrived to the store, they were told that the man had already left. They searched the area and found the man at a nearby Walmart. Surveillance video was used to watch the man who was seen following a woman crouching behind her and sniffing her buttocks. Damn, so you following a motherfucker? How do you do that without being seen? That's crazy. That is crazy. Officers immediately detained the man and identified him as 38-year-old Kaylis Karen Crowder of Glendale. He was found to be a registered sex offender and currently on parole. He has a history of similar lewd acts in both Glendale and Burbank going back to 2021. Crowder is currently in jail with a $100,000 bail and is scheduled to appear in court on August 1st. So that means that he's 38. He only been caught in 2021. It goes back that far. That means he been sniffing ass since about 2013. Know that. All right. So you don't just start doing that. And people don't know how. Look at this nigga's ears. Bitches do not fuck with you. Okay? So when bitches don't fuck with you, it kind of drive a dude crazy. All right? What do you mean, Prez? Just think, ladies, if a man, if no man ever talked to you, that's so weird. Yes, you are correct. It's very weird. But it drives you crazy. If no man ever talked to you, you be like, why? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Shit. No girl ever talks to you. You don't get no pussy. You don't get to smell no ass. You know what I mean? God, he might just like a nice shit smell. You know what I mean? Nice sweaty butt crack. I don't know what it is about some ass. You know, shit. Even now, I'm making jokes, but most women, most women I know, I've never smelt a stinking ass during like sex or nothing like that. Okay, I think I choose sex partners very well. You know, it's not at least they wash their ass. At least, you know. If I smell any type of body odor on a girl, it'll be a turn off, and I wouldn't probably have sex with. You know, but maybe he going for the good smelling ass. So this lady's ass look like it smells pretty good. It smells very, very cucumber melony. You know what I'm saying? So lock his ass up. I don't know how much time he got. He ain't been charged. I mean, he been charged, but they ain't convicted him yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because I got a client that I gotta go see here shortly. So what I got coming up on August 30th, I have a paint and puff, and it is called the Toke and Stroke Party. It's August 30th from 5 to 7 p.m. $25 for non-puffers, $35 for puffers. All you can puff. Okay. It's going to be a good time. Always have a goodie bag, and you come there, you get stuff, you leave with stuff, okay? All you can puff with edibles and gummies. Sometimes I have wax a little bit, stuff like that. And then you leave with a nice little to-go bag full of edibles, smokables, and wax. You know what I mean? So it's a good time. Hit me up if you'd like to come. And as always, you come get your body right at Presidential Fitness and Female Emporium, where you always get a free onion downer. Okay. And if you want a character for your events, your birthday parties, your get-togethers, go ahead and hit up Pop-Up Party Pals. We got over 50 characters for your events and shit. Okay. So man, I'm kind of high. I smoked before. I never smoked, you know what I mean? But I smoked before. So I'm still hot. Okay, so what else? And it is Tuesday. So next time you see us. Next time you see me will be tomorrow on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Don't be late o'clock for another episode of Girl Talk. There you go. I'm telling you, I'm losing my voice, man. I put 12 hours in online just talking. Then I'm in the gym all week yelling, okay, so over music. It's a wonder I can still be a retired, be an ex R&B singer. Okay, still hit some notes sometimes. Then you'll see me on Thursday at 10 o'clock for another episode of Morn'n Ninjas Reacts. And then you'll see me back here on Monday at 8:30 for another episode of Morn'n Ninjas Podcast. See, I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry, y'all. Can't hit that note just yet. Maybe tomorrow, okay? And then when you go 7 days in a row, brings you right back around to today. So next Tuesday, join us at 10 a.m. for another episode of Morn'n Ninjas. And well, there you have it. I'm your host, Prayers, Presidential Fitness and Female Emporium. Cornbread 217, my co-host, isn't in today. And together we are Morn'n Ninjas. Join us next time where you get that cushion coffee and we spill a little bit of the tea. Holla.
Morn'n Ninjas. Morn'n Ninjas. Morn'n Ninjas.